Thank you for tuning in this Sunday evening. Moments away, it'll be the Sacramento Kings going up against the Washington Wizards here in Capital One Arena. Chris Webber's joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. DA, take it away.
In the last few years, we've seen league-wide scoring surge in the NBA. Now, many credit years of defensive rules changes, such as limiting hand-checking on and off the ball and getting rid of contact in the paint. Now, everyone isn't pleased with these changes. Some say defense is no longer allowed, but a higher pace of play, more efficient shot selection, and lots of threes also play a role. Most fans aren't complaining. Kevin?
It sure is fun to watch, DA. Thank you. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for Fox.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now Sacramento starting 5. Barnes and Bagley, the duo with the forward. Fox at the point with Hield to his side. They're the backcourt. And it's Holmes in at the 5 spot. And for the Wizards, Wall runs the point with Beal at the 2. Wagner out there with Hachimura. And it's Bryant in at the 5.
No postseason trip for the Kings last year, but a successful season if you ask me. Ended up with the 9th seed in the West. 39 wins for this team, the most for the franchise since 2006.
And so off the tip, it's Washington's ball. Here is Wall. Pass to Hachimura. Beal against Hield. Shot clock at 5. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Hield. Lobbed up there for Barnes. And the dunk by Barnes.
Oh, no doubt that Buddy Hield can shoot with the best of them. But it's encouraging watching him share the wealth as well.
And that 2006 team for the Kings, Chris, that was just 1 year after you played for them.
Shows how long it's been for Sacramento fans to have a great team. The franchise is in a postseason drought that they need to break. That is their objective, first and foremost.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for Sacramento. Coming off that loss against the Nets.
Yeah, you hate losing a game that you control for 3 quarters. But that 4th was just really an abomination in terms of how they played. And unfortunately, they took an L.
Here's Wall following the basket by Buddy Hield. Outside, Wall. Here's Beal. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Wow, Beal is so tough to slow down. Even when you body him on the drive, he sticks with the shot.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Now here's Hield. He's coming off a 16-point game against Brooklyn. Fires top of the key. That shot off the mark. And the Wizards now going the other way. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of Sacramento.
And with this matchup being an East versus West affair, it will be the first of only 2 meetings between the teams.
Yeah, should be a fun game to watch. I mean, 2 teams that don't see each other that much. They'll learn a lot about each other tonight.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Beal taking his time here. Nice ball movement by Washington. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Outside, Wall. Shot clock reset for Washington. A second chance effort. Good work defensively by Fox.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Ripped away. Beal against Fox. And again, Washington no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Barnes kicks to Fox. And it's Bagley in the corner. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
This is what the coaching staff wants from Bagley, for him to be confident and to take these shots.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Now here's Wall. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Charlotte.
Yeah, but it wasn't all about himself. I mean, he kept everybody else in the loop. His passing was tremendous.
And here is Hield after the three-pointer from Bradley Beal. Outside, Fox. Shot clock at 6. Softly drops in the floater.
Well, to deal with the bigger defenders in the NBA, Fox had to learn the floater. I mean, as you can see, he learned it pretty well.
Fox against Wall. Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then, Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
It's stolen by Wall. One-on-one fast break. And Wall with the slam.
Wall is a crafty defender. Look, he loves getting his hands in the passing lanes. He's phenomenal in stealing the ball.
The Kings trailing. Well, it has been a long road back from injury for John Wall, Greg. The heel issue followed by the Achilles tear.
And you just hope that Wall can make a full recovery and get back to the player he once was. Provides so much with his speed and playmaking as well as scoring.
There's a lot of expectations, high expectations when you're the #1 overall pick in the draft. You know it well.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, it's something that I wanted. You know, Derek Coleman was from Detroit, and 2 years earlier, he was the #1 pick, and I'd always been a fan of his, so I felt like he was passing the baton, and I had to kind of do what he did. And then Shaquille O'Neal was Rookie of the Year before myself and the #1 pick. And so for me, I looked at it as, yeah, a pretty big weight, but the honor was more than the weight, and I was honored to be picked #1, and I relished in that, and I had great teammates that allowed me to flourish in that role.
Good on both.
Well, the Wizards last year, I mean, they struggled on defense. We saw that, which was a big part of why they missed out on the playoffs. Now, teams know it is a weakness, and that's something they need to address. This team knows it.
Now here's Hield. He's had his share of big nights at the offensive end, that's for sure. His scoring average is at 18 points a game. And that one, good.
Such an intelligent player. I mean, I love how Fox assesses these situations, and often he makes the right decision.
Chris, with the Wizards and their lack of defense, last season it showed up in the numbers.
Yeah, Kevin, they were second to last in effective field goal percentage against in the league. I mean, that just didn't challenge shooters inside and out. No amount of offense can make up for that.
Here's Bagley. Bryant with the rebound.
A fantastic effort on D to get up in his face and deny the layup.
Here's Wagner, and the rejection by Holmes. And now Sacramento on the break. Nobody near Barnes. That shot missing, and the Wizards now going the other way. They defeated Charlotte in their last game.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
They just looked a step quicker all game long. They knew they had an advantage on offense. This quarter has been hit or miss for him. Mostly miss.
Here's Beal. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Beal's got 9 points.
Such pure shooting from Beal. I mean, Beal is a knockdown scorer from these mid-range spots.
Outside, Fox. High post shot. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field. Washington with the ball. Ball with it. His numbers are looking pretty good. He's got his scoring average up around 18.5 points a game. Beal, the pass to Bryant. Can't get it to fall. Out of bounds. Washington takes possession. And let's quickly go to our rookie leaderboard to find out which rookies have blocked the most shots this season. Well, you look at Hachimura, an intimidating defender, third in the league.
And that ability to send shots away at the rim, so highly valued, it takes guts to put yourself in harm's way and contest those finishers.
Time called here. The Wizards decide to talk it over. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
And the Wizards are going with a whole new group out there now. Kings have gone an even 50% from the field. They are 7 of 14 for the game. Fox finds Bogdanovich. Fox against Thomas. Fox, no good.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backboard.
And there's the pass to Bonga. Thomas up top. Guarded by Fox. Thomas passes to Bertans. Over Bielitsa. And again, Washington, no good. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. They trail by 1.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
The Kings trail by 3. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And what just drops your jaw, Chris, with Fox is just how quick he gets up and down the floor.
Yeah, he's an absolute bullet once he gets out in transition. A good amount of his points come from just beating everyone else down the floor when he pushes the tempo.
Sacramento shooting their first free throws of the game right now.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
The first free throw is good. Chris, when you look around the league, who do you feel is the most universally liked player in the league?
That's a good one because there's so many players with great stories. How about Derrick Rose? Fighting all those injuries, coming back, having a 50-point game, becoming a leader again there in Minnesota. The youngest MVP ever, watching his ups and downs. Luka Doncic. How about that guy? That's just from excitement of play. The fact that he's just infused this Dallas team with energy and fun. It's so much fun watching him. And then you got to go with the elder statesman. In other words, we call him the old head where I'm from. And that's Vince Carter. If you don't love Vince Carter, something's wrong with you because he's the line in the sand from Dr. J, Dominique, Jordan, and those dunkers to anything that's happening today. Vince Carter, he's the man.
The Kings trail by 3. And the basket for the 4th time from the field. He's a healthy 4 for 6.
But he's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Smith on the wing. With the floater. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist. Thomas got 3 assists tonight.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And for Sacramento, they're shooting 47% here so far. Outside, Fox. Floats one up. Here's Dedmon. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
This season, 88% on the line, so he has been in a comfort zone.
Farrell's checked in for the Kings. And it's tied up with that one. Well, it's a new front office in Washington, and Greg, they've got their work cut out for him.
John Wall's huge Supermax contract as he deals with the Achilles injury. Tough questions to be answered about the direction they're going to take talent-wise.
Now, here's Bertans. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Bertans gotten 2 of his 3 shots to go tonight. Here's Farrell. Ariza outside. Kings moving the ball around. Farrell looking around. 5 on the clock. The Kings need to get off a shot here. Bogdanovich, no luck. Washington's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. To the inside. Bertans' shot is good. Bertans got 6.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
.146 left in the first. Here's Farrell. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Smith against Bogdanovich. Ariza passes to Bielitsa. And the shot is long. Wizards leading by 4. Guys, we've seen some excellent offensive output.
Yeah, great momentum for them offensively. They are just killing them on the interior.
Sacramento's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. 109 left here in the first quarter. To the middle. Dedmon inside. Mahimi on him. Bielitsa misses. And so Thomas will bring it up for the Wizards. Smith the pass to Bonga. Smith outside. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And now a chance to see the former Demon Deacon Ish Smith in action. Has been in the league for a while now and played for several teams, and he's a veteran through and through.
Shooting 2.
And he can't get the first one.
Well, Ish has made a lot of stops along his way in his NBA career, but it's a credit to his fortitude that he continues to work and, more importantly, improve every year.
And he sinks the second. Here's Farrell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Up top, Dedmon. Bogdanovich wide open. Good on the three-point shot.
The three-point shot is wet. Bogdanovich looking calm, cool, and collected whenever he pulls up from there.
Now Thomas. He had 15 points last outing. Out left to the wing. To the paint. Here's Bertans. can't hit from in close. Bradley Beal, he's been the guy making things happen for Washington. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this. The 5'9" Isaiah Thomas has made a career out of proving his doubters wrong.
Ever since I was a little boy, they always said, you're not going to be this good in high school. Then when I got to high school and played pretty well, they said, well, you're not going to do that good in college. And when I got to college, they said, well, the NBA, those guys are too big. They're too fast, too strong. The things you do in college won't work in the NBA. And I've just kept pushing ever since. I have a goal of mine, I want to be one of the best little guys to ever play the game.
Well, no question about it, Greg. Isaiah Thomas still plays with something to prove.
You know, wanting to show he still belongs. That fiery competitiveness is why his teammates love it.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how the Wizards are doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Kings, they've got Trevor Ariza. Farrell is out there with Bogdanovich. Then it's Dwayne Dedmon, and it's Bielitsa in at the four-man position.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Farrell. Here's Dedmon, and the rejection by Mahinmi. Blocks it again. Here's Smith. Ariza with the rebound.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Yeah, Greg, that's just great defense, forcing his man into a difficult attempt. I mean, I don't always like the three on the fast break, but the D was set up well inside.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Pass to Smith. Feeds it to Mahinmi. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. There are a lot of people that say, Chris, the European players are more fundamentally sound overall. Are they right?
Well, I think when you look at a guy like Doncic or Dirk or Porzingis,
yes.
You're taking the best of the best and you're creating a whole field. So I can't say overall. I would say they've had some players that have come in and wowed us, and that's awesome. But also you have those guys going pro at the age of 13, 14, 15 years old, and so I think they may miss out on some of the other things that life has to offer, like a normal high school experience, those type of things. But I tell you what, it's a copycat league and it's a copycat game, and so once you see players that are 7 foot coming over, shooting, passing, dribbling, I think you could say guys like Kevin Durant and others, I think you can say they're pretty sound overall. So I don't buy into that theory, but I do think for a lot of Europeans, being a professional early helps you transition into the NBA a little bit better maybe than guys coming out of college off of 1 year.
I would agree. Here's Farrell, currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. Pass to Bertens. Now here's Beal. Here's Hachimura. An 11-point game for him in the win against Charlotte.
And look, it was more than his scoring. He was dominant on D. His steal numbers for that game were crazy.
And again, Washington no good. And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. Only giving up 2 points this quarter.
Well, last year, Harrison Barnes traded at the deadline from Dallas to Sacramento. Dallas looking ahead and decided to move Barnes, who was in the midst of a tough season.
It didn't take much for the Kings, Chris, to jump on the chance to add someone like Barnes.
Yeah, he had a tough year last year, but not too long ago, Barnes was a player giving you almost 20 a night on the wing. The Kings see him as a player in his prime to serve as a leader to this young core.
And he knocks down the first one.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
Mo Wagner's checked in for the Wizards.
Now, the professionalism that Barnes brings to the floor is invaluable. I mean, he's someone that comes in and wants to contribute in any way he can.
Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up three. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
And John Wall, of course, having to fight back from that torn Achilles, but also is now having to play up to that super max contract he signed.
Shooting two.
And that one falls for John Wall. And with Wall, no doubt he's a star guard. But with that contract, Greg, comes heavy expectations.
No doubt. And I'd like to see Wall become more proactive, really as a playmaker on offense in the near future. Depending on how he feels after the injuries, he might need to change his style just a bit. They've hit every one of their free throws here in the second quarter. Very important when you're trailing.
Here's Farrell. Bagley, the pass to Holmes. Back to Bagley. That one rolling around and rims out. Washington trailing. It's Beal on the wing. Hits it from three-point range. Beal's got 12 in the game.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Farrell kicks to Bagley. Rebound by the Wizards.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in this second quarter of play. Farrell passes to Holmes. Got a piece of it. Here's Wall, and the slam dunk by Wall.
Wall is a tenacious warrior. He's a high-flying dunking machine, especially off the drive, thanks to his leaping.
The Kings trail by 5. Pass to Bagley. To halt the run, he doesn't hit that one. And it's Washington the other way. Great offensive performance they're putting on.
And guys, we call that the zone because that's where they are right now. They are in a zone, and I'm sure they feel unstoppable.
Sacramento's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc so far tonight. The pass to Barnes from 17 feet out, kept alive by Sacramento. This one for 3. There it is, his second make of the game. He's missed 5.
I've always respected Barnes' ability to hit from downtown. So important for wing players in today's NBA.
Pass to Beal. Mahimi with it. Good work there as it goes. Mahimi's got 4 points in the quarter.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
And here is Barnes. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Brooklyn. On the wing, Hield. 6 to shoot. That one drops for him. Hield's got his second bucket of the night.
And Hield is ready to shoot as soon as he gets the pass. The D can't afford to play off of him.
Now here's Wall. 8 points for him. Right wing. Here's Hachimura. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And although he started playing the game later in life, Hachimura has picked it up well, and exciting young player to watch.
For Washington, they have been good at the free throw line. This one, 7 of 8.
2 shots.
He's off on the first.
Well, one thing the Kings have on their roster are very active bigs.
Yeah, guys like Bagley, Giles, and so on. I mean, they all move great, GA. I mean, these guys help the Kings to thrive in transition. They got quick, big men that can also start the break by bringing it up themselves.
And Washington making a change here. Ryan's checked in. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. Now here's Wall. He's got 8. Baseline try. Another one falls for Washington.
And when Wall faces up, this is the most natural area for him, medium range.
Fox looking it over. Passes it to Barnes. The 3. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got 3 assists in the game. Washington leading now by 4. It's Wall with the drive. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Well, the improvement we saw from Fox was a big reason the Kings were a surprise team from last season. He emerged as one of the team leaders early on, and he is still the playmaker for this team going forward.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for John Wall. And with Fox leading with his playmaking, the difference was clear.
Yeah, Kevin, he grew up so much during his rookie season. I mean, how he sees the court, when he's going to attack. The results showed up both in assist totals as well as his efficiency when he was the one taking the shot.
He makes 1 of 2 that time. Chris, middle of last season, plenty of drama around the AD trade request. Davis wanting to leave New Orleans. Some say all publicity is good publicity. But Commissioner Silver clearly does not agree.
Yeah, I don't agree either, and I think if you go back, the Lakers would say that's a self-inflicted wound. Some things are best left in the locker room. Let me tell you this. Every team tried to trade for AD except the team that didn't have him last year and maybe the Golden State Warriors. So everyone was out there. It just wasn't the rumors. And so, no, you never really like those rumors. They affect young players. They affect the player that may be being traded for. They affect the home fan base. They affect everyone. So you want to try to keep all of that in-house. Some things are better left unsaid.
Now here's Hield. From the line. And there are the Kings with another bucket.
Well, we've seen more of this recently from Fox, a confident, efficient offensive player who looks to score often.
Wagner. And the rejection by Holmes. Here's Hachimura. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
And they take the lead. 14 points for De'Aaron Fox.
It's good seeing Fox work his magic down there, looking unafraid, even though he's not the biggest of guys.
Here's Wall. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him. 6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game. And so many issues for this Wizards team the last few seasons have been due to a lack of an inside presence.
Yeah, inside scoring has been a problem, GA. I mean, they've had to lean heavily on outside shooting. Also, though, they've been struggling with rebounding.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Bonga's checked in, and Thomas subbed in for Beal.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. 1 shot.
And that one falls for John Wall.
Well, Coach Scott Brooks has seen success in the past. Respected coach who has won Coach of the Year. But the heat is on in Washington.
Yeah, he hasn't had great luck here with the Wizards. I mean, new management this year might be evaluating him. I mean, he could be a make-or-break season for Brooks.
So the Kings call timeout. They're first.
And they're committing an awful lot of fouls here, and not of the good variety. You don't want to give up easy layups, sure, but it's been a non-stop parade to the foul line.
Sacramento making a switch here. Ariza's checked in. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Look at the Kings. They're sixth best right now, looking to make a move up in the standings.
Yeah, you know, for the Kings, they're one of the NBA's early season success stories. They've made an immediate push toward the top of the standings.
Greg, I wish I could say I saw this coming, but I had no idea. They put it together so early. Tremendous job by the coaching staff.
Now, here's Ariza. 11 points for him in that last game against the Nets in Brooklyn. Tipped away. And that's out of bounds. Sacramento will retain possession. Right now, let's have a moment to check out the NBA's best three-point shooters. Bielitsa on top. The fourth spot held by Marvin Bagley.
Either of these two guys force defenders to come out well past that three-point line, and that really opens the floor up for their entire offense.
Dedmon's shot is off.
Oh, he's not going to miss that shot twice in a row. Trust me.
Thomas against Fox. Down low and stolen by Bielitsa. The finish. Oh, and the dunk by Ariza.
Oh, just the blazing speed of Ariza coming in handy on break, really using his quickness to beat everyone to the rack.
Thomas against Fox. Thomas passes to Wagner. Tries from the block. And that one hits back iron. And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. To the inside. It's picked off. Up the floor. Here's Wall. And Wall with the slam.
And the aggressiveness of Wall feels like no one can guard him when he's hot.
Fox with it. 29 points for him last game against the Nets in Brooklyn.
Not to mention his defense. I mean, he was a terror. He came away with 3 steals and caused a whole lot of headaches.
Now here's Ariza. Back to Fox. 5 to shoot. Takes it from 10, and the Kings check on 2 more.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Bogdanovich against Wall. It's Thomas outside. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good work defensively by Fox. Pulls it up. Bogdanovich, no luck. Washington's gotten into trouble with the 3 ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. Here's Thomas. Rebound by Bielitsa. Sacramento's going to sublime 4 of 4 from three-point range since we've gotten in here in the second quarter. Bertanis, he's checked in for the Wizards. Ish Smith comes in for John Wall. It's tipped. Here's Dedmon. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. The Wizards shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Here's Bonga. Ariza covering. Here's Bertanis. Nice form on the 20-footer. Berton's got 8 points. Sacramento's gone to three-point range 7 times tonight, knocked down 5 of them. Fox dishes to Dedmon. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
For Sacramento, they haven't yet missed a free throw. 5 for 5. And that one misses.
Hey, Chris, there's a lot to like for this Kings franchise right now. Fans have got to be excited about their future.
Yeah, and credit my man Vlade in the front office for rebuilding. They got lots of great young talent, and they kept their picks. The team should be a big factor in the West in the coming years.
Now here's Thomas. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And stolen by Dedmon. 3-on-3. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock.
What about the vision of Ariza just slashing the D apart with his passing?
Washington trailing. Now Smith. He has 5. Three-pointer. Rebound by Bielitsa. Bielitsa's got his 4th rebound in this one. From downtown, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for the Sacramento Kings. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Harrison, a big first half for you offensively. How did you get loose?
My teammates just been fine to me. I've just been trying to run hard, make good backdoor cuts, run in transition, and give me good looks.
You have not stopped moving at all, and it's led to good results. Thanks, Harrison. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Let's talk about that first half. De'Aaron Fox was on fire in the first half. He had 18 points, 2 rebounds, and 4 assists. His great performance last game out seemed to carry right over into tonight. What'd you think about Sacramento, Kenny?
Well, their success was largely about second chance points. They crashed the offensive boards heavy in the first half. I love how they fight for every 50-50 ball like it's the last ball on earth.
And over to Shaq, your take on the Wizards.
They're getting out-rebounded by a Shaq-sized margin, really big. From the get-go, they did not show enough effort. Usually when you're being out-rebounded like that, you're 10, 15 points behind, so things could definitely be worse.
And that wraps up the halftime show. 3rd quarter set to begin in just a few.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. It's been one outstanding game from De'Aaron Fox.
And the way that he has helped out with the ball movement has been a difference maker early on.
Yeah, Greg, and that's somewhat of a surprise. But he's been really patient and unselfish.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Ball runs the point with Beal at the 2. Bryant is out there with Wagner, and it's Hachimura in at the 3 spot. That's the room for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half.
Not pretty. You've just got to shake off a miss like that.
Pass to Bryant. Great D that time from Bagley. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for the Kings. The lead is 2. Kicks it to Fox. Back to Hield. Fires for 3. Ball's knocked loose, but they get it back. Fox against Beal. Just 5 on the clock. That's a 2 from Barnes. Bryant with the rebound. Wizards shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. And that one's good. Hachimura.
Why you always have to be ready around John Wall? Because you never know when he's going to call your number.
Here in this 3rd quarter, just over a minute play. Wall against Fox. Hield against Beal. Clock at 6. Hield outside. Shoots over Beal. Sacramento again missing.
I don't know what they drew up at halftime, but it ain't working. 0 for 4 to start the half.
Basket good.
One of the best scorers. Beal is so good getting into a rhythm and taking over. One of the NBA's best scorers.
For Sacramento, they've gone 0 of 4 from the field in the second half, yet to find the mark. Out of bounds, Washington takes possession.
And how about the numbers here for Bagley? 4th and 3-point field goal percentage. And, of course, rim protection always at a premium. That's an important part of his game. Top 20 in blocks per.
And, yeah, he's one of the dead-eye sharpshooters in the game for sure. A top 5 percentage guy from deep. Just a hard man to slow down. And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Man, last season was such a tough one for the Wizards. I mean, they lost John Wall to injury midway through. They ended up 11th in the East and out of the playoffs.
Free throw, good, Bryant. For so long, C-Webb, the Wizards were looking to get past that second round in the Eastern Conference.
Yeah, Kevin, now they might have to recalibrate their team for that. I mean, their team has some glaring holes that a quick fix just can't help. They will need to build from the ground up to get back on track.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
Hachimura, no good.
Tells you a little something about their team. They've been able to pull in front despite his troubles tonight.
And it's Fox with the jam.
How do you not love Fox? I mean, he's a crafty point guard who possesses some real power.
Wall passes to Wagner. Great D that time from Bagley.
The D making that layup look very uncomfortable for him. Good aggressive work down low.
Keep shooting, HB.
Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Fox against Wall. Outside, Beal. There's the pass to Wagner. Back to Beal. Just 5 to shoot. And that one, good. Beal's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Such a dangerous scorer. Bill, he's superb at knowing when to fire immediately off the catch and shoot.
The Kings trail by 3. Inside, here's Hield. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got his 6th assist on the night.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Lob pass to Bryant.
Oh, Kevin, get a load of that one. Take that play and put it in the alley-oop textbook, boys.
Perfectly done. You're right. He put it on a platter for him. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Hield outside. A pass to Fox for the tie. Washington with the rebound. Wagner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Passes it to Hachimura. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Never any doubt where Bradley Beal's going with that pass. I mean, if he has a teammate that wide open, he's not going to miss it.
And it's the Kings with the ball. It's a 5-point game. Here's Hield. He has 6. Pass to Fox. The pass to Holmes. And Wagner pulls it down. Wagner's got his 6th rebound on the night. Here's Bryant. The rebound by Hield. The Kings trail by 5. Outside, Fox. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Fox has got 23.
Well, you see the improvement. Fox really shoots with such confidence and precision from deep now.
Pass to Hachimura. Outside, Beal. Passes to Bryant. Shot clock at 5. Shoots over Holmes. Misses off the left iron. Sacramento's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. To the paint, Fox. The shot goes down and it gets this game back to even. 25 points in the game.
I like seeing Hill share the ball. How great instincts on offense. He finds guys well.
And Wall kicks to Bryant. The 9-foot shot. It's hauled in by the Kings. Healed outside. And Holmes throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Wall's shot is off. The Kings have gone at a pretty good shooting pace. They're 6 of 13 from the field here in the third. Barnes passes to Hield. The wide open look here for Fox. Misses the three. Washington shooting right around 46% from the floor in the third quarter. Hachimura, no good. They had a chance to end the run there. And it's Barnes with the ball for Sacramento. The lead is 2. Hield against Beal. Hield attacking. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And though Chris, he's known mostly for his shooting, Buddy Hield has been improving in other areas as well.
Oh, yeah. Let's talk about ball handling, playmaking. I mean, they're notably better from early in his career. He's a solid rebounder who is definitely not a weak link on the defensive side as well.
Shooting 2.
Free throw drops for Hield.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
Looking at who's out there now for the Wizards. Bertanis, he's checked in for Mo Wagner. Smith comes in for Hachimura. And Thomas subbed in for John Wall. That one is no good. And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride.
And here is Fox after Isaiah Thomas made that last three-pointer. Pass to Hield. Jacks up a three, drills it from outside. Hield's got 6 in the quarter.
A genuine sniper from distance. Hield's three-point stroke is as good as it gets.
The pass to Bertens. He dishes it to Beal. Back to Bertans. Over Bielitsa. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Bielitsa's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Smith against Hield. On the wing, Hield. And the 3 off target.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Beal. Great D that time from Bagley.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
The Wizards making a switch here. Bonga's checked in, and a change for Sacramento. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. Here's Farrell. He kicks it to Fox. Over to the wing. And that one drops for him. Fox has got the lead up to 5 now for Sacramento.
Well, I love the rugged ferocity Fox plays with. I mean, he's fantastic at finding ways to convert through intense defense.
Now, here's Bertans. He's got 8. There's the feed to Thomas. Stolen. And here we go. Here's Bagley. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
No, you're right. He'd take that 10 out of 10 times. He's not going to miss many of those.
And finished off by Bertans.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Yeah, Kevin, second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
And some changes here for the Kings. Dwayne Dedmon comes in for Marvin Bagley. And Trevor Ariza has subbed in for De'Aaron Fox. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. It's not going to go for him. And Washington the other way now. After this one, they're off to Denver to take on the Nuggets. And that'll be game 1 of a 4-game road trip.
Well, this is what Smith does best, keeping his eyes moving to set up the open man.
Sacramento's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. It's stolen by Bryant. Here's Smith. The shot's good. Smith's got 7 points in the game. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
That's to Dedmon. Over Bryant. And once again off the mark by Sacramento. The Wizards with the lead. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
He embraces the contact, does Thomas. At his height, he uses his body like a shield. Just has such great leverage, creating space for the finish.
Here's Farrell. Five on the clock. To stop the run. Nailed from three-point land. He has 6.
That's a nice play, getting the separation he needs for a clean look.
Yeah, he may just have to put a little more arc under that, but either way, it's a tough shot.
Washington calls timeout.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Bradley Beal's checked in for the Wizards. And a change for the Kings. De'Aaron Fox is checked in for Farrell.
Well, the Kings decided to move on from Coach Yeager last year. I mean, he did help rebuild that team. Give him credit. They felt like Luke Walton was the choice to get them to the next level.
And for Walton and this team, they sought him out as soon as he was available.
Yeah, and you have to like the situation he's walking into. I mean, Yeager was the longest tenured coach for the team for quite some time. Having some stability and leadership showed up in the win column during his tenure.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on that one. And even though, Chris, he isn't the athletic dynamo he once was, the length of Ariza is always a factor.
Yeah, I mean, for years now, Ariza has been a nuisance for opposing scorers with his reach. And Kevin, you know he's great at contesting shots, and he's good for at least 1 or 2 takeaways a game.
And when he rises up, he knows he's probably going to get a clean look. It's a matter of executing.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be nice to have that combination of height and skill. You know you can get your shot off pretty much against anyone.
Here's Bogdanovich after the basket by Washington. Ariza passes to Bielitsa. Kicks it to Fox. Back to Bielitsa. Goes back up. The shot, no good. Some solid defense from Bryant. To the inside, Thomas. Dedmon with the block, and they're able to recover.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
First free throw is good. And he makes both free throws.
Oh, he's such a good free throw shooter. I mean, it frees him up to be as aggressive as he wants in the post.
To the middle. Good, and a nice assist from Fox. Dedmon's got 7 points in the game.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
Smith, the pass to Bertens. Gets a very good look and converts. And the Wizards lead by 3.
Wow. Smith is just an incredible distributor, a genuine floor leader. He knows where to dish the rock.
Fox against Thomas. And Fox gets it to go. Fox has got 11 points in the quarter.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
And the basket is good. Great game for him. Double-double now. 11 points and 15 rebounds. The tray. Another 3 for Sacramento.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Tie game in Washington. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter. Next. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And he's always been the favorite to bag this honor. These kind of feeds are his bread and butter.
Control the pace. Get it to the right guy at the right time. These requirements top the list if you're a good point guard.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. On the floor for Sacramento, Fox and Bogdanovich pair up at the 1 and the 2. Harrison Barnes is out there with Nemanja Bjelica, and it's Dedmon in at the pivot spot manning the middle. Bertans finds Bryant over Dedmon, and it's Bryant missing. And Thomas Bryant gets the whistle that time. That's his third foul of the game. And here is Fox. The teardrop falls in. Fox has got 16 here in the second half.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
And there's Bryant. That's good on the assist by Smith. Bryant's got it all tied up now for Washington. And here are the Kings now. Now, here's Fox. Dishes to Dedmon. Barnes outside. Just 5 on the clock. From about 16, Bertans grabs the board. Bertans got 5 rebounds tonight. Thomas passes to Smith. Count that one.
That's what you get with Thomas, the IQ, the smarts. It's such a terrific pass.
About a minute and a half through the fourth quarter now. Barnes outside. And Bogdanovich kicks to Fox. 6 on the shot clock. Passes it to Bjelica. Shot from the wing. Washington with the rebound. Smith drives in. Bertans can't get it to go. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Kings. Trailing by 2. And Fox gets it to go.
Oh, and look at the strength of Fox. Amazing how he maintains control despite getting roughed up a little bit.
Washington calls timeout. Chris, when Bielitsa is on the floor, he certainly gives this offense a different look.
Yeah, Bielitsa does a fantastic job spreading the floor and opening the lanes for the rest of the team. He doesn't have to play 30 minutes to make his impact felt out there on the floor. Just key stretches to free things up.
Washington making some changes. Mo Wagner's checked in for Bryant. Hachimura comes in for Ish Smith. And John Wall subbed in for Thomas. Then for the Kings, Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Dwayne Dedmon. And Hield subbed in for Bogdanovich. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
I was able to listen in on what Scott Brooks had to say to his team. This game is obviously close, could go either way, and he wanted to make sure that his guys were all on the same page and were all staying with the game plan in order to close this one out. Kevin?
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fox. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Wall passes to Bertans. From deep. And that one's good. Hachimura. And the Wizards lead by 3.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Sacramento with the ball. Hield with it. Outside, Fox. Wall grabs the board.
The rotation in the D could be better here. It'll cost them next time if it's not.
A baseline J. Hachimura controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And now a 5-point Wizards lead.
And his coaches and teammates love that. They want Hachimura getting after it more on that offensive glass.
And he comes up with the deuce. Fox has got 38 points.
Too bad his scoring hasn't been contagious. I mean, they'd be in much better shape if a few of their other guys can pick up some slack.
Wall scores the bucket. He's 7 for 11 and continues to look good.
Wall is a highly intelligent player. He sees the floor pretty well, sprinting to the cup with ease that time.
The Kings trail by 5. Now Fox. Down low. Bielitsa inside. Holmes can't get it to go in.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
The floater, not as good, and the Wizards' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the bucket from Fox.
You really got to tip your cap to him in terms of how he's played today, even if they end up losing this game.
Wall passes to Bertans. Shoots over Holmes. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
And the first one at the line is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Bagley, he's checked in for Bielitsa. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And a sudden departure from L.A. for Luke Walton. Landed with Sacramento almost immediately. Seems like he escaped some dysfunction upon leaving L.A.
Yeah, G.A., we all heard the reports that there was a lot of backstabbing during Walton's last year in L.A. Sure feels nice for him to get a fresh start, especially with the front office that wants him there. And you see Barnes attacking any holes in the D he sees. Love that aggressive mindset.
Wall passes to Wagner. And a missed layup.
He's done a lot of the little things to help put them in front. I mean, but his offense has not been there for him tonight. Can't quite find his three-point touch in the second half yet. He had 2 in the first half, but still none since the break.
Here's Pertinis, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Sacramento. And out of Japan, a real interesting prospect, Hachimura, especially now that he can stretch the floor.
Yeah, he found the 3-ball in his last year of college, hit over 40%. You combine that with the size, the motor, he is really versatile, and I feel like he's putting it all together.
That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
That's what they want to see from him, attacking, getting whistles, and maybe causing some foul trouble.
Fox against Wall, and it's good, 2 points. Fox has got 42 in the game.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Wall passes to Bertens. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's Barnes. Doesn't go for him. And Washington the other way now. Here's Hachimura. And that one is stuffed right through.
And proving to be effective around the rim. Hachimura leaving no doubt about that one.
And it's Fox with the ball for the Kings. The 3 from Barnes.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Here's Hachimura. Here's a look at what's coming up now for the Sacramento Kings. On Monday, they'll be matching up against Gordon Hayward and the Boston Celtics. Then on Wednesday, they'll be facing Joel Embiid and the Philadelphia 76ers.
And for the matchup with the Bulls, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And that one falls for Hachimura.
And as a team, they're hovering around the high 80s from the free throw line. They've gotten better as the game has gone along, which is exactly what you want to see.
Thomas Bryant, he's checked in for Davis Bertans. He's perfect from the line this time. And it's the Kings with the ball. 8-point game. Here's Hield. Pass to Fox. Back to Hield. Bagley kicks to Dedmon. Sinks the triple.
Was that a guard or a big? What a dime from Bagley. He continues to develop his vision.
Wizards leading by 5. Now the pass to Wagner. Here's Hachimura. Rebound by the Kings. Fox has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Jumps up. Bagley trying to free himself up. And it's Fox with the jam.
Yeah, downright lethal in transition. Once Fox gets a step on you, it's pretty much over.
Wagner. Bagley with the rebound. Bagley's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
For Washington, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the 4th, right around 46-47%. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
It's so tough to slow down Wall. Once he has a head of steam behind him, you got to foul or either hope he misses.
And that one misses. Sacramento making a switch here. Bielitsa's checked in. And the second free throw, good.
A little bit shaky at the line there. I mean, he did the important part and got him in front.
Pass to Hield. Now here's Barnes. He's tightly guarded to take the lead. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Oh, that's a nice play from Barnes. Putting enough pressure on the D that time, and they were forced to foul and give him a chance at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Ties it up, and this next one could give them the lead. And that one falls, and that puts them up by 1 point. They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
And guys, shot A comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Hield kicks to Fox. Bagley in the post, defended by Bryant. No good that time. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Here's Hachimura, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Harrison Barnes picks one up.
And you can see what makes Hachimura a tough cover. He can beat you with finesse, and also he can bring the hard hat.
And that one falls for Hachimura. And so he makes both from the line. And here is Fox. The floater, got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Beal against Hield. Another shot. It's Bielitsa. Pass to Barnes. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. Here's Wall. Here's Wagner. And it's Sacramento with the rebound. Barnes has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Sacramento's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Hield outside. The putback, and Bagley able to finish.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Here's Beal, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Oh, look, I love the confidence of Bill, but when you work that hard in the offseason and you have a jump shot that wet, I guess it's easy to embrace the punishment.
And the first one drops.
Yeah, and after 1 year of collegiate basketball, Bill knew he was ready for the NBA, and I'd say he was right.
And And both free throws good for Beal. Now, here's Fox. Pass to Bielitsa. The kick out to Barnes. Off target with his three.
His effort level is there. You can't blame him on that. He's working to get good shots. It's just not connected.
Here's Hachimura. A three-pointer, no good. The Kings trailing. And Fox has it in the corner. And again with the rebound. He hauls in his 20th rebound.
Dominating the glass.
This is why the coaching staff has Bagley out here in these moments. I mean, because they know he can deliver.
Wall against Fox. Wall passes to Beal. That one good for two. Beal's got 6 here in this quarter.
Look, Beal is no stranger to these type of situations. In fact, he demands the ball when it's a key possession.
There's 1:54 left to play in the final quarter. Barnes with it. That one falls. And the Kings lead by 1.
Look at the fortitude on Barnes. They've got to give him a bucket here. He wants to be the one to get it for him. No fear at all.
And guys, here in the fourth quarter, still a close game.
Instant classic, fellas. This one could come right down to the last shot.
And it's Barnes with the ball for the Kings. We've got 1:28 left in the fourth.
Oh, I like the opportunistic energy from Barnes right there. Really putting the defense in a challenging situation.
He drops the first one, and that ties the game up. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives them the lead.
Yeah, good job. When it's this close, the team that wins the free throw battle might win the game.
To the wing right side. The three. Bagley with the rebound. Sacramento's gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. The pass to Hield. He kicks to Fox. 6 to shoot. And here's Barnes for 3. Gets the 3 to fall.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Pass to Wagner. Over Bagley. The fadeaway. Wagner can't hit.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
Wall passes to Wagner. Count it!
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Guys, they're not going to be in any rush on this possession.
Not with the lead. Now's the time to burn some clock.
Now here's Barnes. Tight defense on him. From deep three-point range, but they recover it.
And I just love how he's banging down low. His hard work will let them use some more of the clock here. Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And the second free throw, no good. A tough break there.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
Let's see what they run here. This is not the time to panic. Work the offense.
And so it's Sacramento who scrape by with the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
And that'll do it, folks. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.